La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
What's going on, X? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have Ondo Finance up on the screen. I don't own any of this, but you guys have been really interested in it, so I'm going to keep it in rotation throughout alt season. Real quick, this is the weekly chart looking at a wave count. It's looking like a 1, a 2, a 3. This 4 came really low, and I know there's people screaming that wave 4 can't go below wave 1. It can, it's just not as common. I'm less concerned about the Elliott Wave count on this. Fibs are really going to show us what we need. But either way, here we are coming into one more move here, and across the board, we've been talking about waves 3, 4, and 5. So today, that's what we're going to dive into. These 5 green waves to go into this last and final 5th wave on the macro for Ondo before things roll over across the board. So see where we're at within there. Couple things. I should leave that up. Couple things we want to do. First things first is I'm going to look at this drop. Please excuse me. I've been pretty sick all day today. This first drop here from wave 1 high to wave 2, we can see there we haven't closed that range out, but we did smack the 1618 there. So this wave 3 got up there, hit it beautifully, got rejected, and now we, like I said, we still haven't gone a full extension of that range. So I'm going to leave that up for the time being. Now, I'm going to take this here, waves 3 to 4. Take a look at that range, and what do you know? We have quite a bit of confluence here. Looking at that right here, this full extension of wave 1 to 2 coincides with the 2618 of this range here. So for me, looking at that, that's going to be my primary target here for Ondo, right up there around $4.65. From the current price level, what would that give us? Pretty low. Gives us like a 5x. But we do have, targets further than that we can go back to if necessary. But this thing is at $3 billion on a market cap. So even if it went up that 400%, that's a 5x. That's a $15 billion market cap for Ondo. So now what would wave 3 and 4 look like for that? So we're saying wave 5 of 5, we're looking to get us up there around 465. Again, these further targets are still in play. We're just going to have to wait and see how quickly we get up there and where we go on this wave 3. Before I dig into that, guys, I do have the Quantum Circle, 2 daily macro videos, entries, exit strategy, private Discord, link to that in my bio. I mean, guys, you're making your money back just on the entries and exits alone, if I'm being real. We're having a lot of fun over there, so doing a lot of this kind of stuff. Now, looking at this, we also notice we have some confluence right there, right around $3, a nice round number, right? Oftentimes in this move, we're going to look to exceed that last high and then come back down to a minimum back test it. Oftentimes it'll drop back down into this danger zone, which is now a support zone. So on a wave 4, we're typically looking anywhere between 35 and 50%. With Ondo being on the larger side at a $3 billion market cap, we're going to look for that to be closer to the 35% mark. So right there at this last high, 30%. Drop down a little bit further there at the 786, around $1.83. That's about 40. So still puts it on the lower end. That's what I would be looking for here for a wave 4. And then again, go off one more time into the wave 5 of 5. We could have blow off into these extensions. I will put a blow off top of like $7 in the video because it is possible. But first things first, got to close out this wave 1 to 2 range. That's up there, and we do have confluence. So as for what our wave counts would look like, that first wave only around 88%. That would give us a third wave move here of 260% or a 3.6x. And then after this drop, ride up to 156%, 2.5x. So waves 1 and 5, similar-ish in length. Wave 3 being the longest. That's typically how these things are going to move in an impulsive fashion. One other thing we can look at, and I mean, this would be if we didn't end up going until late, but if I draw this trend line connecting those two tops, the wave 1 top, the wave 3 top, and we look, we have an intersection up here in like January, right? So we've seen a lot of alt seasons stop in December, January, and this by no means is this a time prediction. just thought it was interesting that we do have that top lining up with a couple other indicators showing that much confluence. So I am going to be looking at this 465 level as my primary for Ondo. That's what I got for you guys. Like I said, join the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day. We're on the Discord, and I'm teaching you guys how to do TA, just like me. Link to that is in the bio. If not, just really appreciate if you guys are here. If you could follow, like, repost. I want to get this out to as many people as I can before it's too late. So thanks again. I'll talk to you guys later.